Inshallah, in this video, me and brother MENJ will debunk GodLogic's strongest argument against Islam. So, let's get started. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Islamic Dilemma podcast. Today, we are back with brother MENJ. What? To react to the debate between Muhammad Hijab and GodLogic.
I want you to tell us your strongest argument against Islam.
I'm going to argue that from the Quran standpoint, it points to the previous scriptures as being authoritative over the Quran, meaning it's the standard of truth over the Quran. Okay. And I'm going to use a few verses. We can deal with one at a time. One of my favorite verses to use would be chapter 10, verse 94.
Yes.
Okay. And so this is what it says. It says, if you are in doubt, this is Allah speaking to Muhammad, if you are in doubt about that which we have revealed to you, then go and ask those who have been reading the scripture before you. Truly the truth has come to you from your Lord, so be not of those who doubt.
Sure. So let me ask you this, Avery. Have you seen any of the exegetes on this? Because it says, if you're in doubt, I'm sure you're aware, I know you're not qualified, but you understand that conditional, if is a conditional. In kunta fi shakkin, if you are in doubt, that's the Arabic wording. If in kunta fi shakkin, if you're in doubt. If you look at the exegetes, they say he wasn't in doubt and he never asked. So it's irrelevant.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
By the way, did you guys notice how he just immediately misinterpreted the verse? The verse is saying, if you are in doubt, then confirm what the previous scripture said. It means something that confirms the Quran. Can it mean something that doesn't confirm with the Quran? No.
Definitely not. The reason I'm saying this is because at the end of the verse, it clearly says that this is something that will remove your doubt, right? So it will remove your doubt about the Quran. But how can it remove your doubt if this is something that contradicts the Quran, right? So it has to be something that confirms the Quran instead of contradicting it. So it's talking about confirmation, not contradiction. So this is clearly a very nonsensical reading of this verse.
So how does their interpretation even make sense from this verse? Like it doesn't follow.
Pow.
You need to refer to the previous scripture. What does the Quran actually mean by scripture here? Because the Quran is definitely not talking about the Bible. The Bible didn't exist, especially if you look at the early Christian community. They actually have a different set of Bibles, of canon. Some of the books that they believe in to be inspired from God, Sister of Barnabas, there's one more called the Shepherd of Hermes. These two books doesn't exist in the canon today, in the New Testament canon. And yet, in the early Christian community, especially during the first century, they actually believed that these two books were inspired from God. And it's not just these two books. There were also other books as well. And actually, in fact, if you look at the Dead Sea Scrolls, okay, there's also different canon for the Old Testament.
There were like 57 something sectarian heretical sects. Obviously had books, right? Obviously they didn't just go around whatever believing.
Each Christian sect during the first century have their own set of canon. The Christians that we know today, we call them the Proto-Orthodox. These Christians were just one of the many sects in the early Christian movement.
It means something that confirms the Quran. That is true if you're a Muslim, not the other way around.
What you mean?
No, I mean, it's literally saying that. Like, it's literally saying, ask those if you are in doubt. Meaning, they're talking about something that they have doubt about the Quran. And the Quran is telling them to confirm it with other scriptures or other knowledgeable people from their religion.
Right.
Which means something that confirms with the Quran. Not talking about something that contradicts. Yes. So all you get is like something that confirms, not something that contradicts. So you can't argue from that this now confirms the entire canon of the New and Old Testament. It just confirms what matches. Yeah. I mean, it's self-evident. I don't have to say it. This person says too many lies about Christianity just to defend Islam.
Daddy, chill.
Which lie did I say? Like, how does that even make sense? Like, imagine this. Like, I'm debating with a Christian or arguing with a Christian. I'm saying, you're just lying. Like, that's not an argument. Like, that's just
that's just ad hominem. Yeah.
My argument is not that Muhammad was in doubt. My argument is what Allah tells him to do if he does doubt. Now, just to get this under clarity, would you agree that doubt means to be uncertain of the truth?
Yeah, that's the definition.
So if Muhammad, conditional, granted, that's what the verse says, if he's uncertain about the truth of the Quran, what is he told to do by Allah?
Ask the people who have been given the book before.
Awesome.
Like, if you're saying that, the verse is saying that if you're in doubt, ask those people. Does that mean that everything that those people say will be true? No, it doesn't follow. It's a non sequitur. And I know you know this. But you're acting like the fool. You're just deceiving your audience because you know it's an argument that doesn't follow. Just because the Quran is saying, if you're in doubt about this book here, go and confirm it with other book there, doesn't mean that other book in its entirety or that those collection of books in its entirety is all objectively true. It doesn't follow.
Now, I know you blind, man, but you gotta see this.
Is your argument the following? Let's just be clear about this. Is your argument...
That's a straightforward question, brother.
No. Is your argument that you believe that the Quran affirms the Torah and the Injil, the Bible that you have in your hands.
That's not my argument right now. My argument, I said it in the beginning. I said that according to the Quran, the previous scriptures are the...
I know why he's smirking, grinning, because he's not used to being in class.
By the way, if you guys don't understand why hijab is getting angry, if you're like studying logic, you will understand something. There's an honest way to do debates, then there's a dishonest way to do debates. An honest way to do debates would be to ask your opponent to make his case, and then you respond to his case or argument, right? That's not what's happening here. Here, he's asking like 100 different questions to get a gotcha out of like Muhammad hijab so that he can clip it and then post it on his socials, right? This is not debate. Like, this is not how you do kind of like proper kind of academic debate or discussion.
2,000 years later.
The Quran here, and I'll be very clear my point. The point that I'm proving, and I want you to focus on, is that the Quran points to the previous scriptures as being the standard of truth.
How does one book confirming another book means that the other book is more authoritative than the original book?
Yeah.
It doesn't. I
Not
say
at all.
if this phone confirms what's written on this phone, does it mean that this phone is more authoritative than this phone? No. How do you even go to that conclusion? Like, this is like pure brain rot. It takes me like 5 seconds to debunk it. I don't understand. Like, where's the argument?
And also, he's just trying to imply that what the Quran is referring to is the Bible, even though he hasn't proven that yet.
According to the Quran, scriptures, as being the standard of truth, meaning if Muhammad is uncertain about what the Quran is relating, especially in regards to the previous prophets, the previous histories, their stories, and yada, yada, yada. If Muhammad is in doubt, it's conditional, as you said. If he doubts what the Quran is saying on these matters, then he can get clarity on his doubts by going to the people who read the scripture before him and asking them about it. Matches what they tell him from the previous scriptures, then that will clear up his doubts, if he had any, regarding what the Quran's telling him, correct?
Okay, let's go with it. Let's grant it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Next. Yeah. Go on.
Awesome. So that would clear up his doubts if he saw that it lined up. Okay.
Yeah.
So this means that the inverse is true. That if he doubted and went to them and they told him the opposite of what the Quran was saying, then this would actually verify his doubts and he wouldn't have good reason to trust what the Quran is saying regarding these things.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Right? This is so weak. You have to understand how what's called mafhum mukhalafa works. Mafhum mukhalafa is a principle in usul al-fiqh, and it's a principle in usul tafsir, which is what is known in diametric opposition. Okay, it's not actually true that if I say, for example,
look at GodLogic's face.
if you drink this hot tea,
smoking,
then you will be in a position where you have to go to the toilet. Okay, it doesn't mean that if I don't drink the hot tea, that I will definitely not go to the toilet, does it?
No.
And in order to get confirmation, he has to go there.
Yeah.
He doesn't go there to confirm the contradiction. So, like, how does this even follow? The Quran is saying that if you have doubt, then confirm it with something else.
Yes.
That doesn't mean
That's right.
that the opposite is true. If you're going to argue that it's talking about contradiction, you need to bring other verses, because this one isn't it.
I got you. He says, do not believe them nor disbelieve them, but say, we believe in what was revealed to us and what is revealed to you.
Sure.
You just read it, didn't you?
Okay, yeah. So he brings another verse, what he revealed to us and revealed to you. So he's talking about the Hadith, right? So there's this Hadith. Based on the Hadith, they're saying, oh, this means that our entire canon of 30 books is confirmed now. If you read the Hadith, you'll see that clearly says that do not believe the people of the book. Now, why is Prophet ﷺ saying that do not believe people of the book, right? I mean, if this is really the case, that everything they have is canon, then the Prophet ﷺ would have no reason to say this, right? So obviously, this negates any interpretation that suggests that this, the entirety canon that the Christians have is also canonical for Muslims. No, like here, Prophet ﷺ literally says that do not believe the people of the book. Right, and what exactly does the people of the book preach? They preach the Bible, right? So he's saying do not believe the Bible, but he's also saying do not completely disbelieve it either, but to say that we believe in Allah and whatever is revealed to us and whatever is revealed to you. So you have to interpret the later passage with the earlier passage, right? Where Prophet ﷺ clearly made a distinction that not to believe everything that the Christians have. That's why he's saying do not believe the people of the book, because not everything they have is from Allah. That's why later on he's saying we believe in Allah and whatever is revealed to us and whatever is revealed to you. Meaning he's talking about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to them and what is revealed to us. Meaning what matches between these two books. Again, like that's what he's talking about. Because if that was not the case and he was talking about and he was saying that everything that the Christians have is canonical, then he would not say that do not believe the people of the book. Like there's literally no reason to say that. So again, like this is confirmation, not contradiction. It's talking about, again, confirmation, not contradiction. And this is the main weakness of this argument. Like you have to, like the Christians have to prove that all the verses and all the hadith is confirming contradiction. If you cannot show that, you cannot claim this is confirming contradiction. Simple as that.